something happened police-wise. Got in a high-speed chase in the Dodge. What is that? A caravan. Stole another car. Then stole another car. This man stole 3 cars. Not 1, not 2. He stole 3 cars. I gotta see how he did this.
Hey, sweet. Well, we're back onto another pursuit out here. This is going to be one of those ones where it is just hot out here in Los Angeles, and it is creating a lot of agitation. So what are we chasing this van for? You know what? This is a tough one. 211 suspect, carjacking suspect, maybe not, but I'm telling you, this person fleeing from officers was on the freeway for a little bit, and then we actually have officers following another vehicle on the freeway, which they think is this one, but it is not. It's not the right van.
That's a good reason to chase.
The PD helicopter is above it right now. They are actually calling it up.
That's a good reason to chase. If he did a kidnap or anything,
what's up?
Armed robbery, whatever. Hey, look, it's something wrong. Ain't it something wrong with the front of his car?
What do you need?
I'm not tripping. But not any serious.
Anyway,
crime,
somebody was just calling
cool.
us, and now they're not.
Cool
but this is what's been going on. So there's that vehicle once again. Sorry. What? I do copy the booth. I do copy the booth.
Hey,
but okay. I am, but if you're in Studio 7 or Edit Bay 7, I never can hear the talent. I'm just letting you guys know.
It's always Dodge drivers. Y'all being these Dodges, just dodging.
All right, fine. Copy all.
But the fact this man stole 3 cars is going to bewilder me. I just want to see how this even plays out.
Standing by.
They're following for now.
Well, we have another pursuit going on out here in the Los Angeles area, and you can see it happening right there. It is a white van, and this is wanted for... Excuse me, it was wanted for carjacking, armed carjacking, but then they're not so sure if it's armed carjacking. I'm being very serious about this. And then it eluded some of the officers, but the helicopter's been above it for the whole time. They've been calling it out, trying to get the ground units to get their ways back over here to where this is. Laurel Canyon and Paxton. You can see them making a hard turn right there. Once again, keeping a little bit better than the speeds on the roadway, but definitely breaking a lot of laws. Here we go, going against traffic and really starting to kick up that speed. Now, what is the exact want for this vehicle? Well, that one's a tough one, because at first they were saying it was a carjacking, then they were saying it wasn't a carjacking.
I said no.
There was another vehicle underneath the bridge, a silver Mercedes. That went one way, this one another. And the LAPD airship stayed with this one. Got onto the freeway, but then kind of got off and made this big U-turn, and the ground units started following the wrong car. So now this vehicle is making its way up here into the Pacoima area. You can see those speeds right there. Let me put up that speedometer for you. We're going to try to keep it in the shot, especially on this roadway right here. Paxton, that is going to be one of those ones that parallels the freeway. And also, this van seems to really enjoy going underneath.
He really enjoys going under the freeway.
Especially on this roadway right here. Paxton, that is going to be one of those ones that parallels the freeway.
Why would I not want to go under the freeway?
And also, this van seems to really enjoy going underneath the freeway and then not coming out. He did come out again this time. Tight, squeezing through there, a lot of traffic. Looks like he wants to get back onto the freeway, and he's going to accomplish it right there. Now, LAPD, they're trying to get their ducks in a row. I'm not saying that in any kind of mean way. There are a lot of cars on the road this afternoon, and this vehicle moving very, very quickly. The communication, well, they're trying to get it to those ground guys, and they're trying to get a police car behind it. Right now, looks like we're getting back onto the 118 freeway, and you can see those speeds really starting to pick up. I'd like to show you those speeds. There they are. Sorry about that. And you can see those speeds now, almost 100 miles an hour. It's a Dodge Caravan, and you can see it moving along at quite a good clip.
God, Lord.
Okay, copy all. I thought we had somebody in the studio down there that I was going to be talking with. Sorry about that, but you can see those speeds really moving along out here this afternoon. Again, what is the original want? We're saying we're going to just kind of go with right now a carjacking suspect. Don't know if that's the car that he actually carjacked, or maybe that is just his vehicle. Suspect. But right now, very high speeds. A lot of the folks on the freeway this afternoon not really knowing about what's going on. Very, very high speeds. speeds the helicopter, the LAPD helicopter. That's the one that's going to be behind it, and only thing that is from law enforcement. So and also in a way, you might think, well, are we in pursuit or are we in tracking? In a tracking mode just because of the fact that we do not have any law enforcement on the ground behind it. Now, California Highway Patrol, they are going to be a very busy intersection out here. It looks like we got lucky right now. Seems like there isn't that much traffic, but again, that caravan moving at 100 miles an hour plus in a bit of time, making his way onto Reseda Boulevard, stopping there in traffic. That's the first time we've seen this vehicle actually stop. Now, it's been going under these overpasses on the freeway. That's kind of hiding just moments ago, but then we've seen it live. There's been a couple of times he could have made that same stunt. A little hard on the wheel there as we're Skyfox directly above it. Got a good look at that driver's hand on the wheel. Look at that on the. They're going to do a little parallel here. Hope everybody took their Dramamine at home, but that vehicle continues at a good clip on Reseda Boulevard, and it seems like we're heading back into the valley right now. It's going to be more and more traffic, and if he keeps those high, I am very worried for the public safety and, of course, that suspect as well. But right now, 80 miles an hour on Reseda Boulevard, that is
probably just because he's on side streets,
the bicycle lane right there, and making his way up to what looks like a red light and a hard right turn here as we're making our turn on the Chatsworth. Now,
dodging it up through the city,
Chatsworth was where we picked this thing up just moments ago. This is where it all started, was underneath the 118 freeway and Chatsworth. I know we're on the other end of the valley, but he's been going about 100 miles an hour. Makes me wonder why he wants to go back to Chatsworth.
Yeah, that is interesting. But, you know, we always talk about it with these pursuits. These suspects end up going areas that they're familiar with, or maybe they have an invested interest in. So the fact that he keeps circling back to this area and
unbelievable, and he's getting that little bit of a bounce. We're on Nordhoff Way. There's a lot of S-turns out here. We've covered a couple of fatal head-ons because of those S-turns that are coming up, and it looks like we've already made our way past that, cutting through the gas station right there, making their way. Let's see if he stops. It looks like he stopped here. And maybe it's just because he can't get through. But definitely looks like he stopped there for a moment. We're going to get Skyfox to keep moving just in case he jumps out. It looks like he's coming through the other side, going very, very slow. I hope this guy is not looking for another carjacking.
Hey, he looking for another car.
This is a carjacking.
I know that slow ride, but
keep an eye on that. And hopefully he's not going to try to jump out and try to take somebody else's vehicle. But again,
y'all know what type time he on.
There, we're going to see what's going on. But
if it ain't gonna be here, it's gonna be next place.
Sure, but this is something. It's like, look at the amount of time we're spending here. LAPD.
You go to 10 gas stations, somebody gonna have their keys in the car at one of them.
His way. There's the LAPD helicopter. Just LAPD up there. They come. There they come. They're getting there. They're in the area, but they're on.
Oh yeah, police deep.
It's going to be on Corbin.
Yeah.
So they're on
they
the
deep.
other side. This is going to be one of those ones where it's going to look like, you know, they don't know what they're doing, but there's that the van doesn't know the officers are there. There they go. Now he spotted them, and the pursuit's back on again. Getting back on to Corbin, and now we're going to be heading northbound on Corbin. Again, you can see
they should have boxed them in. They should have. You hear me?
Part of town.
They should have boxed them in.
Olive Garden. That's actually at Nordhoff and Corbin. And there it goes right through that intersection, and the speeds back up to those high speeds again. LAPD, I venture to say, they will not be matching those speeds, especially out here on these surface streets.
Yeah, that was a strange move there into that gas station. For a moment, I was even thinking, like, is he going to stop and fill up? That would have been interesting. Yeah. It's been quite a morning with the earlier pursuit we covered today, and now this, and kind of in the same area, in the same vicinity.
Well, we're definitely in the valley. There's no doubt about that. Started basically out here in the Winnetka area, so we are kind of close by. These speeds, though, this is nothing like the earlier pursuit. The earlier pursuit was very, very slow going. This guy's going 90 miles an hour on Corbin. And, you know, a lot of folks might say, what does that mean? If you don't live in the valleys, you might not understand that. These are not the roads where you go have those kind of speeds, and I am very concerned that this is going to end poorly. That driver's got the window down, and you can actually see some agitated brakes. Then he's going to get... squeezing right through there.
Squeezing through.
Yeah, he got through there.
Squeezing through.
Whoa!
Oh!
Spike strips. Spike strips.
Got him.
Those were spike strips. I don't know if that worked. That officer, again, was tossing out those spike strips. It looked like he actually threw it at the van, not under it, but still, at least there was that opportunity, and that officer, putting himself in danger. That suspect could have easily swerved and crashed into him, but actually he threw those spike strips. We're going to keep an eye on that truck.
He got him.
Maybe we'll see something. A flat tire would definitely bring this thing to an end, and I believe.
Man, they say he stole. They say he stole 3 cars. Well, I guess this is number 1, so we got 2 more.
The caravan, and you know what? I am excited about this, but this does not bring it to an end. This actually might have made this more dangerous. These high speeds, 2 flat tires going 60 miles an hour on Tampa. I am worried. I am beyond worried. Hopefully, that driver is going to have the good common sense to basically just kind of pull this over or find a way to where just get out and try to run. Keeping up these speeds with flat tires on a caravan, I'm not thinking it is just a bunch of bad. It is just a bunch of bad, and I just hope this ends well.
I'm shocked that spike strip worked, because from my vantage point at least, it looked like he just hit the car. He didn't go underneath it, but was that the first time spike strips were attempted?
Yes. As far as we know, that was the first time we got to spike strip.
And
this thing is starting to really start to smoke, really start to weave. He's starting to lose control over it. He has slowed down, but we went from 80 to 55, and this is going to be a very busy part of the caravan as we're making our way up towards Rinaldi on Tampa. I'm just hoping that van gives up before that. Before there's a problem. I'm going to make that look. Starting to slow down.
There's one thing I'll tell you, a Dodge still move on the rim.
And he's going to strike. Now, where's the LAPD? I'm sure they're nearby.
Boy, you run.
All you want, but I don't think he's going to outrun
why do criminals like him run so slow? Like, come on.
I hope his plan
is
not
to
try to
bro?
take somebody's car. He's underneath that
Never.
right there.
Never you let somebody run that slow come touch your car.
Not trying to see him, but if he tries to steal somebody's
car, the police, if y'all don't get up to this man, he run that slow, y'all can't catch him.
I don't know what's going on now.
He better be going to jail.
Still underneath the,
he better be going to jail. He better be going to jail.
I didn't see him come out either. LAPD's in the area.
Hey, bro, police IQ ain't this low. Y'all IQ ain't this low. What? How y'all let him get out of there? How did y'all? They just let him get up out of there, and he in the Beamer now.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
Oh my God! Hey, he over here playing. He over here playing Need for Speed, Midnight Club, The Crew, Forza. Bro, y'all let this man just go to his garage and swap cars. Bro, he stole the Beamer.
The window, I can actually show it to you guys. The LAPD has it.
He
right
just
there.
stole the Beamer.
Black and white joining that pursuit. What? And now we're going southbound on Tampa. Araxia, have we ever seen something that?
I can't believe that. I saw that he ran. Wait a minute. Is there? I'm trying to look at the passenger.
I hope there's not somebody in that car.
I'm trying to look. Passenger side, the windows are so tinted, it's difficult. When he ran towards that gas station, I saw several people were filling up and their doors were open, and he ran past one individual. I was like, okay, good, safe in that sense. But the fact that this guy is a carjacker, and the first vehicle he carjacked it didn't, we didn't put it past him that he'd do it again, and sure enough, he did it again
already?
With this BM. I am just hoping no one is in that vehicle.
Well, I'm sure if somebody's inside that vehicle, they're going to be putting up a fight. I know I definitely would, or at least I'd be trying to figure out something right there. But oh my gosh, look at this. We're getting back up into those high speeds on Tampa. Now we're going southbound, heading towards Rinaldi, and using those. And look at those speeds, almost touching triple digits. This was one of the reasons why I was worried when I saw it was a BMW. We just went from a van to a BMW.
I could be in a car with dude. I would have
pushing those vehicles.
That's why you ain't gonna finna catch me in that situation.
The brakes, and then making our way on to, I believe this is going to be Lassen, and we're continuing on.
The only way police catch him is if he wrap it up.
To move. I got to tell you, Araxia, I got to tell you, I am that guy that, especially on hot days, I don't shut off my car when I'm filling it up. But you know what? I'm from now on in. Those keys, that button is pushed, the car is off, and those keys are staying with me.
Oh no! You know what, Stu? I have covering these pursuits and doing the job I do. I am so careful with stuff like that. That key is with me at all times. I do not mess around. And this is an example of that. You know, the people had absolutely no idea that this was going on and going about their daily lives. And here you go. I am just thinking also the fact that, well, this was a gas station, and this BMW likely perhaps
I ain't finna be in no basement with nobody who can't drive, man.
Full tank or maybe needed gas, but he's got enough gas to get away. That is for sure. I kind of wonder if it was that one guy that was just walking away.
Police hella incompetent for that.
You saw him turn around.
That's police fault. They hella incompetent for not. Come on, man.
There could have been something else going on.
That just surprised me. I ain't gonna lie. That just surprised me.
Hey, what are you doing?
I thought it was gonna be a catfish video. I'm like, man, he finna get caught. How did y'all let him bounce out in a new car like it's Need for Speed, bro? Come on, man. They let him bounce out in a new car like it's Need for Speed.
And we're making our way into the heart of.
Oh, my bad.
Red light, but again, that was one of those ones where there was nobody in that intersection. It beyond lucky. LAPD has 2 helicopters on this right now. Believe me, they want to take this guy into custody. I want to see this guy in custody. This is just beyond ludicrous. And right now, using that center divider, 102 miles an hour, so he's in the triple dope. Oh, wow. And then making that hard turn right there, and now we're on Park.
If he was in almost any other car that wasn't built for that, bro, or he was still in that van, that would have been a wrap. That would have been terrible.
And these people that are on the ground, they're just driving about, doing their business, hot. And you got this lunatic driving by you, 100 miles an hour. This is uncalled for and definitely beyond dangerous.
Majority of this pursuit, he has stayed for the most part on surface streets. That's kind of where he's sticking.
Right now he is. We did see him on the freeway for
briefly,
a little bit before we went live, but this is one of those ones where that BMW, at least he's got a little bit of performance. But even at that car, I mean, I'm not putting anybody down, but it's one of these ones. I mean, if you're hard on the gas, hard on the brake, hard on the gas, that car is going to start taking a beating. Those brakes are going to start heating up. The performance level is going to drop. And then that driver, I don't, even though we haven't seen anything yet, I can tell you this guy is just running on luck and adrenaline, and one of the two is going to run out, and hopefully this doesn't have to weave around center divider, high speeds, and we're staying on Mason right now, and I believe we're making our way southbound on Mason, so we're heading all white Explorer from LAPD that was trying to keep up. And this is the thing too, that officer is not going to put people's lives in danger, and this 100 miles an hour on these surface streets, I'm sure the officer's going to do what he can, but there's going to be a limit where he's just going to say, I'm not going to be the one responsible for somebody's passing or injury, so I'm going to back down. But right now, this car is still continuing to move along, extremely high speeds, and again, beyond lucky. A lot of green lights, a lot of weaving in and out, a lot of close calls. I'm sure some of those people don't even know how close they came to being involved in a very bad accident this afternoon.
Yeah, this is just unbelievable and terrible, and it just keeps going and going. At this point, we haven't seen what's going on down below as far as the attempting a spike strip, successful with that first vehicle. But we don't know, at this, there it is, where we're going to see it on your right. There you see how fast that happened. On your right, you saw how they were able to get those spike strips in motion, and that vehicle lost both of them.
Slower traffic, that people might be coming out of an intersection. You take a look. It's clear you don't expect somebody to be doing 100 miles an hour, and you think it's clear. You pull out into the roadway, and that could be the problem. Slowing down here, looks like we're making another turn, another gas station. I hope it's another. I hope it's not another swap of vehicles, because there's a lot of traffic out here, and that vehicle now stopping.
It ain't no way. It ain't no way he getting up the car just like.
Just wait here. Just wait here.
It ain't no way.
Yes,
I'm gonna stay a little bit wider, but. This is one of those ones where, is that him?
Yeah, that's him.
That's him. That's him.
He's looking. He's looking.
Yeah, he's looking. He's looking to see if there's a car running and if there's an opportunity abound. And this is so predatorial. This is scary to see.
I wonder why he pulled in here, because I'm thinking, I just assumed, oh, the BMW maybe had a full tank of gas at this point. Maybe it didn't. He was running out of gas.
Yep. Yeah, it's not him. We're keeping an eye on it. We're just staying. I think he went back into that BMW. Just kind of keeping an eye on what's going on right there. Don't want to really move.
Oh my God!
This is a chevron. This is a chevron. This is a chevron at the corner of Shoup and Clarendon. This is Clarendon. There we go. LAPD pulling in. That was the one behind him that whole time. It was a California Highway Patrol.
Boy, he shook you that bad.
Like that either. There you go. The pursuit is going to be back on. Hey. California Highway Patrol not going to play. I have a feeling that officer is going to try to
he almost smacked the wall.
And
that police officer almost smacked the wall, bro. Smack him!
Oh, on the sidewalk. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
And just kind of weaving around.
Okay.
California.
Hey, bro, they can't drive. They police can't drive. Y'all police, man.
Come on. This is actually an alleyway.
Arkansas, never.
And this brings you out, and there's construction workers.
Bounce out the way.
And this brings us out over to the 101, I think. Okay, back out onto Ventura Boulevard.
I guess the BMW is not out of gas.
No.
He was just looking to make a switch.
Yep, and make a switch and throw the scent for the officers, but there are so many eyes on him right now. All our Fox viewers, I'm sure they are watching, and maybe anybody on the internet as well. I don't want to say it like that, but I don't think this guy to get away, but I just hope it doesn't end in somebody being hurt, and that includes that driver. Right now, though, this is road construction out here on Ventura Boulevard, out in the Woodland Hills area, but that vehicle is still continuing about 60 miles. And I think the LAPD helicopter back overhead. I'm going to try to clear that up with I'm sorry, with my pilot this afternoon, but keeping an eye on it for sure. And this high speeds, dangerous situation, and of course that driver behind the wheel, and you know that adrenaline's got to be slowing down for that guy, and hopefully he starts making some.
That opportunity to get out, so at least that's good news. There is no one in there.
Another gas station.
It was nobody in the car too.
Is that the same one?
It was nobody in the car.
No, is this the same one that? Oh, this is. Yes, we're back where we started.
Huh.
No,
okay,
this
is a narco. It's a narco. It's a narco.
See, look, right, now they got a bossed in.
Wait, we got a van tearing out of there.
Oh, he bossed it.
He did the swap.
Wow.
No. He did. This is
unbelievable.
Bro.
Three. We're at 3 vehicles. This is the second one that we've seen, and we understand that van was also a carjacking victim. So that van continuing on right there, that's definitely him. There's no doubt about it. Using those center lanes, picking up those high speeds again, and we're on Ventura Boulevard coming up to Topanga.
Okay.
And thing too, you're swapping vehicles like that. That black and white, not sure. Hopefully makes a U-turn, but he's not coming back up onto Topanga Canyon. But you got to think, you went from a Caravan to a BMW to a full-size Econoline.
Exactly, like
what? They call them that anymore. It's not. It's a Chevy. But so you went to a full-size Chevy van. So
like what?
This is the thing. It's like these are all very different types of vehicles. This is a very different type of driving for that vehicle. There you go. That officer from LAPD did.
If y'all can't bust that in, y'all.
Get the rope-a-dope, and they are now right behind him once again. So this van's starting to move, and again, a lot of traffic, and he's making his way into more of a high traffic area coming up, and looks like we are going to be getting onto the 101. This is going to get so dangerous.
Oh my gosh, this is just unbelievable. I mean, really, one of the morals of the stories,
bouncing through traffic in a van is crazy.
And keep your keys on you, and don't leave them in the vehicle. Lock your doors. Although
it said
if you have
look like a game, don't it?
Starter, that doesn't
like
help either, because you can just be close enough
lobby.
to the car and someone's able to start your car. But wow, this is just. It's just. I don't even have the words for it, because I don't think we've ever seen something like this.
You can see the gas cap.
Yeah.
Oh man,
really, there's so much traffic. Wanted to just get a better look at it.
Bouncing through traffic too, because it's real life traffic out there.
Traffic. You just saw those driver made. Anybody knows the 101 is going to be really busy, and it looks like he knows it now too, and he's going to be getting back off the freeway.
That
Looks like it's going to be the
fast.
DeSoto off-ramp.
Well, no, yeah, get off the highway.
Miles an hour on the off-ramp. If there is a plus, maybe that van not going to have that acceleration, not going to have those top speeds, but that driver keeping his foot in it, now up onto the sidewalk or the curb, whatever you want to call it over there, making his way onto DeSoto and cutting across traffic. There you go, California Highway Patrol waiting for him, and it's a lot of traffic underneath that bridge. A little bit of a fishtail. I ain't gonna say he can't drive, and back onto the highway he goes. You got to give him. He the one been in 3 cars.
Yeah, he's back on. For a second there, I thought he was exiting to go to another gas station. Seems like.
I don't think it wasn't nothing wrong with the baby.
It shocked us, huh? I mean,
right.
that seems
I don't know
to be
about
his
this
MO.
one. I don't know.
There's
so
a lot of
I
lessons
said,
to be
I don't
learned,
even know
and one
about
of them
this
is
car.
definitely do not keep your vehicle running or the keys in it when you're getting fuel. Believe me, I am not doing that ever again.
Then
Look at that. Okay, there you go, LAPD helicopter in the shot
nah,
right there. Always makes a
on.
nice picture.
Man, look,
but right now he's trying to hug in that
man.
right lane, and now right behind that other vehicle. I just don't want to see him make contact with anybody at high speeds, especially on the freeway. We don't want to see somebody losing control. But again, this is the the second one that we've actually witnessed. Third carjacking as we understand it.
Right.
That van continuing to move along. We're westbound or northbound on the 101, heading out of the Woodland Hills area out towards Calabasas.
Yep, I know, and we're watching this. Volume is picking already, almost 2 in the afternoon. So there are a lot of people out on the roads, and again, most of these people have no idea what's happening. So that's always the danger. That gas cap is out, so one would think. Perhaps, I mean, 2 things can happen. The car is full of gas and the guy didn't have time to put the cap on, or it's about to run out of gas.
It's needing. It's going to need.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy.
Don't know. Yeah, you just don't know. I mean, my parents, when they were driving, half a tank meant empty to them. With me, I'm waiting for, I'm always doing the, do I got my AAA card? Because I'm always running on empty.
So
but just don't know this person's yet.
That's the first vehicle. During the pursuit, they were able to successfully administer the spike.
Car swaps. The first vehicle that we were told was a carjacking vehicle all over the road, and you see what I'm talking about with those fishtailing, that rear end swerving back and forth. A lot of the suspect's deciding to get off that freeway. Kind of just go a little bit wider. I want to see where those California Highway Patrol are. Now he's going to make his way down to the end of that, and it looks like a lot of traffic. This might be that opportunity that California Highway Patrol needs to get up behind him and then maybe be able to do that pit maneuver behind the there, and it looks like we're just getting off to get back on.
Oh, no.
And what is he doing now?
Trying to make a U-turn right here.
No.
Dad's going to get boxed in.
About time.
Ain't
gonna lie, y'all finally did y'all job.
Yep, the California Highway Patrol, Ventura, they do not play. I told you that earlier on, and they are really showing it to us again right there.
It's some competent police out here.
Somebody might say, oh, that was it's not. You saw what this guy was doing. You saw those carjackings. We hope, thank goodness, there wasn't anybody in any of those other cars. But right now, that van
that car still can be fixed too.
Ish. But is it shut down?
Well,
is the engine
know
off? Is this person complying? I don't know. And if he decides to run and crashes into another officer, hands are out.
Hands are out. It looks like finally he will surrender. So this is the Moore Park Road exit in Thousand Oaks, right off the 101. That was quite the showing of force from
I thought they knocked down the pole.
Police and also CHP. Ventura police are involved,
right? I thought they knocked the pole down for a minute. I'm like, hey, they different.
California Highway Patrol. This is going to be the Ventura division of them, and you can see it right there. They got the officers. They got this guy down on the ground. I'm sure that's hot pavement, but right now, you know what? Oddly enough, I just don't care that much. Anyways, he is on the ground. He is spread out. He is complying. Officer California Highway Patrol out here. And again, what an ending to a crazy pursuit.
Man, that was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm out of here. I'm tired. There was a long video. This wasn't no 30 seconds. This was a long video. I'm out of here. All right, y'all.